Hey there, I'm Supriya, and today I'm super excited to unravel the number one secret to creating content that not just grabs attention but holds it like a magnet. So let's get down to it. So here's the deal, as content writers, our mission is to craft content that doesn't just reach the eyes and minds of our audience, but also something that touches their heart. Because we are not just writers, we are, sort of the bridge between an idea and its audience. And we are making that communication happen, right? And communication tends to stick when it comes from the heart. So, like I always say, to become a highly paid content writer, you need to be able to do more than just string some words together. You need to have them mean something, and the deeper the meaning, the more sticky your content becomes, right? So what should be your goal when it comes to creating irresistible content? The number one thing that you need to focus on is to turn passive scrollers into active engagers. Your content should work the magic that transforms reader curiosity into committed engagement, and that commitment makes them, loyal followers of the brand or the person that you're writing for, or for even your own personal brand, right? And whether you're kickstarting your journey as a content writer or launching your next viral blog post, every piece of content that you create needs to be infused with this one essential element. So, what is it, right? The first thing to remember is that irresistible content is not just about catchy phrases or trendy topics. It's about crafting a message that resonates with your reader at a deeper level, right? And that only happens when you bring in emotional resonance. Yep, you heard that right. That is the number one secret to creating irresistible content. It's all about striking that emotional chord. So, what is that and how do you do that, right? Think about all the brands that make you stop and engage with their message. Like for me, it's Nike, how it inspires with their Just Do It campaign, which is sort of tapping into our aspirations. Or there's Coca-Cola that brings out the joy of sharing with their open happiness kind of messagings. And there are so many brands out there, so many people out there who have tapped into this whole emotional aspiration at an amazing, amazing level, right? And these brands are creating content that speaks to the soul of a person, not just the mind. And I know you must be wondering, but wait, does it even apply to business writing? I mean, shouldn't that be more formal, more straightforward? Yes, absolutely. Emotional resonance is really, really important in business to business writing, also, because even behind every business decision, there are humans who are struggling with their own challenges, who have their own emotions and, their dreams and aspirations. So, as a B2B writer, also, it's all about understanding what drives those decision makers at a more human level. Now let's dive into how you can weave the secret into your writing. um, First up, the important thing to know is your audience, right? So you need to know your audience like how you know your best friend. You have to understand what moves them, what troubles them. You need to sort of know their hopes, their dreams, their aspirations, etc. And then use that knowledge to narrate stories that they can see themselves in, right? Something that is very raw, very real, very relatable for them. So, and yes, in B2B context, also, it is very, very possible to do that if you have done your homework right. And we'll come to that in maybe another video where I, explain B2B storytelling in more detail. But for now, know this: emotional resonance has its place in both B2C and B2B content creation. So, and while you're writing these stories, don't forget the power of vulnerability, right? Whether you're writing for yourself or a brand or an individual, share the struggles, share the journey, be authentic, right? Because that authentic voice is your superpower, and that can supercharge your content like nothing else can. Now that you know the importance of emotional resonance and how do you create stories based on that, here's a little exercise for you. Next time you create a piece of content, ask yourself, does it make me feel something? Or better still, like ask a peer, your friend, family, colleagues to read it and ask them, does it make you feel something? And if the answer is yes, then you're in the right track. If no, then you need to maybe work a little more on striking that right emotional chord. As you start building this emotional resonance into your content, in the beginning, it might take some experimentation, right? You will have hits, you will have misses, you will also have writer's blocks. But the key is to keep at it, right? And improve with every iteration and engage more and more with your audience, get their feedback, and keep refining the content on the basis of that feedback. So remember, every word that you write is a key to getting closer to mastering the art of emotional resonance. And I'm hoping to see more content that you create which strikes the right chord. So that's all from me for today. Hit like if you found this video insightful. Leave a comment to share your thoughts, share it with fellow writers, and subscribe to the channel for more such insights. I'll see you again soon. Till then, keep writing.